If you want to succeed in your personal life, career, or relationship, overcoming adversity should be your priority. Here's 3 ways to approach adversity. You must embrace it. Let it teach you courage and find strength in your why. Now let's dive right in. Number 1, embrace adversity. The way you interpret adversity shapes how it affects you. If your attitude is to see adversity as a roadblock, it will stop you. But if you see it as a lesson, it will help you grow. Now, there's something fascinating about aeroplanes. Did you know that aeroplanes take off against the wind and not with it? Yes, that's right. One would have thought moving against the wind would hinder its motion, but the reverse is the case. An aeroplane takes off against the wind because doing so provides additional lift and improves takeoff performance. When an aircraft takes off into a headwind, that is, wind blowing against it, the relative speed of air over the wings increases without the plane needing to accelerate as much on the runway. This allows the aircraft to lift off the ground sooner and use less runway. A headwind provides more stability and control during takeoff, reducing the risk of losing control. Taking off into the wind also reduces the engine strain, requiring less thrust and fuel to become airborne. Isn't it interesting? The same wind that causes air turbulence is the same wind that helps the plane fly into the sky. Now, the story is told of a drunk guy. One night, he decided to take a shortcut through the cemetery to his house. On his way from the pub, he mistakenly fell into an open grave and tried everything he could to come out, but he kept slipping back in. He cried out loud for help, but no one came. So this guy decided to resign to fate and sleep in the grave until the morning. While this guy was asleep in the grave, another sober guy mistakenly fell into the same grave. He too tried to climb out and did all he could without success. He began to yell, "I've fallen into a grave. Someone get me out of here." Several minutes passed, but nobody came to his rescue. Now, after watching the whole drama for a while, the drunk guy slowly reached out, tapped the shoulder of the sober guy and said, "It's no use, you can't get out of this grave." The terrified sober man shouted and found the strength and courage to jump 6 feet into the air and run all the way home. So what had changed? The very thought that he was in a grave with someone who he thought was dead propelled the motivation to do the unbelievable. The difference between those who thrive and those who remain stuck in life is how they respond to adversity. You may interpret a failed business or project as the end of the road, or you may use the lessons learned to start something more significant. You may think that your supposed limitations may work against your effectiveness, but they may be your strongest selling points. You may think that your personal development goals will never be met, but with discipline, persistence, and a strong mindset, you achieve bigger than you imagined. So next time you face adversity, don't give in. Instead, embrace it and see how it propels you to greater heights. It was Henry Ford that said, "When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind and not with it." Hey, let me know in the comments below, how do you perceive adversity? Number 2, let adversity teach you courage. Soichiro Honda, the founder of Honda Motor Company, is a story of countless failures to success. In the 1930s, Honda started a company that manufactured piston rings, hoping to sell them to Toyota. However, Toyota rejected his product, saying it didn't meet their quality standards. Honda was resilient, and instead of giving up, he spent years working hard to improve his design until Toyota finally accepted his product. During World War II, bombs destroyed his factory not once but twice. Then, in another blow, after rebuilding, an earthquake destroyed it again. Now, many would have quit at this point, but Honda had a positive mindset and was a goal-getter. After the war, Japan was struggling and fuel was scarce. Honda, who had faced so much adversity, saw an opportunity. He attached a small engine to a bicycle, creating the foundation for what would later become the Honda motorcycle. His company, Honda Motor Co., became one of the world's biggest automotive brands, producing motorcycles, cars, and engines that revolutionized transportation. So what can we learn from Honda's story? Rejection is not a failure. Toyota rejected Honda's first idea, but it kept improving and its consistency paid off. So you've made the bold move to start the project, but no one supports it. Keep going. Keep finding the mental toughness to try once more. Persistence leads to breakthroughs. Honda didn't quit even when war and natural disasters destroyed his business. Honda found the mental toughness to keep going. You too can. Innovation comes from hardship. The first Honda motorcycle was born out of necessity. When you face rejection or adversity, you should see it as an opportunity to start something new. Use the inspiration to try new things or products. Seize the opportunity and give it your best. Soichiro Honda's discipline and resilience turned his failures into one of the greatest success stories in business history. Hey, I'd like to hear from you. What have you learned from adversity? Just to let you know, our channel discusses using courage, resilience, and grit to achieve your dreams. Number 3, find strength in your why. When adversity hits, many people lose hope and give up. But those with a strong reason for pushing forward, a powerful why, find the strength to keep going. Your why is your purpose, the profound reason behind everything you do. When life gets tough, your why becomes your anchor. Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years because of his fight against apartheid in South Africa. Many would have lost hope, but Mandela never wavered because his vision of a free and equal South Africa was more significant than his suffering. Instead of becoming bitter, he used his time in prison for self-improvement, reading, learning, and strategizing. When he was finally released, he helped bring an end to apartheid and became South Africa's first black president. Now, suppose Mandela didn't have a powerful why, he would have crumbled under adversity. Instead, his purpose and passion helped him persevere, and ultimately, he became one of the most influential leaders in history. So, do you have a strong why? Something that keeps you going even when all hope seems lost. The one thing that keeps you up at night and gives you the strength to keep pushing in the morning. So how do you apply this to your life? Define your why. Ask yourself, what drives me? What am I willing to fight for? Don't live without chasing a higher purpose that outlives the present. Visualize your success. Picture the future you're walking toward. It will keep you going. The more you visualize it, the more accurate it becomes. Remind yourself daily. Write your purpose down and revisit it when you feel discouraged. When your purpose is strong enough, no challenge can break you. Adversity is not a dead end. It's a stepping stone. The most successful people in the world didn't escape hardship. They overcame it using these 3 secrets. They embraced adversity. They saw failure as feedback and setbacks as lessons. They let adversity teach them, staying consistent even when motivation disappeared. And they found strength in their why, letting their purpose fuel their perseverance. Hey, please let me know in the comments if this video has inspired you to chase your dream. If you need more inspiration, watch my other videos. No matter where you are, always remember, if others can do it, you too can. And with God, all things are possible. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.